My name's Dustin. I play guitar and write and sing. Tippie, I play guitar.
If someone has not heard your music before, how would you describe it to them? Especially with bands nowadays, you know, this music scene's growing. What would you guys tell listeners?
It's hard. We've been around 11 years now, so always kind of changing and pushing ourselves. And if you heard our first demo, whatever, to now, it wouldn't. I don't think anyone would think it was the same band. I don't know. We just try to have fun with it. Rock.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say.
I try to incorporate a bunch of different influences, but I really don't know how to.
Yeah, I feel like we have, between the four of us in the band, we have pretty widespread taste in music, and I think that, all that kind of comes through and creeps through in different ways. I don't know how really, but I don't know. Like the newest record we did, we kind of focused on making it a little more kind of energetic and having.
This is the one that's not out yet. So
yeah. How is this Warped Tour comparing, of course, to all the other ones that y'all have done so far?
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like through us playing Warped Tour, like we started, being one of the younger bands on the tour. Now we're like one of the older bands, and it's weird for us because it's like none of us are that current. I think we don't really keep up too much, and I don't know who's 95% of bands. So it's really different in that respect.
So, of everything, how is Beggars, your 6 albums, I guess the new one that's coming out,
yeah.
How is that one different, of course, to the other 5, which I've heard, it's like, I guess they were themed in a way, but yet they were all different at the same time? Like, how is that? I guess it was the,
specifically about
the Alchemy Index.
Okay,
yeah.
Alchemy Index was the first record we done that was started with a concept that was kind of fleshed out through that entire process. 4 records themed for natural element. So that was just a different record in general. I don't know, this is almost picking up more where we could have left off, but we would never have gotten to where we're at now, I think, without doing the Alchemy Index. And a lot of that is just, the Alchemy Index is very planned and coming from your head more, conceptual. And so, not as a backlash, but just a natural reaction to that. This record's very organic and just built off of us jamming these songs out, having ideas roughly before, but then getting it in the song really taking shape just for the 4 of us playing. Like I was saying, there's definitely a different movement and energy to it than anything that we've done before. Groove, for lack of a better word. And, it definitely has negative connotations too, but I think in the way that a lot of past couple Radiohead records groove, I think it's like that you want to move when you hear it.
So why, I guess, compared to Beggars, why did y'all choose to do the Alchemy Index? Like, why did y'all choose to have it as a concept for, the rest of the 4 or 5 records?
Something to do. I don't know. It seemed like an interesting project.
Yeah, it was actually originally supposed to be kind of like a side project almost.
Okay.
It's still a withThrice project, but kind of a side project that we would do that wasn't really a normal record.
Just started shaping into all these songs. These are really great songs. It was gonna be almost more a sound experiment, and then it just kind of became a cool framework to make the music in.
So was it hard considering you had to have to stick within the conceptual, aspects of everything, or was it easier?
Record. It was definitely difficult in different ways than a normal record.
Okay.
But those challenges are kind of what spur you to create things. So.
Okay. How do you think that you all have changed, personally from when you first started?
We didn't plan on being a professional band in any sense. We just like playing music together and took it a step at a time, and I think that's what we continue to do. Is we don't have these big goals of whatever. Even when kind of whatever was going on in 2003, Artist Hammer, popular and that was happening in music or whatever. We were just kind of swept along with that. We were not trying to it's been good by us. I think with those goals, we're satisfied in challenging ourselves and in seeing some of the people that have been around a while like continue to grow with us. Hopefully some new people check that.
What has to be, I guess, your favorite to play at shows and on tour?
Album-wise?
Yeah.
I think the new one will be.
I mean, I think it's no matter what, when, you know, we're asked that question, it's always going to be like the most current stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's freshest to us and it's exciting to kind of get to play new stuff.
Aside from that, I just think that the way that we created it, it's made to be played live rather than a lot of the Alchemy decks was like created and then adapted to play live.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Just like, it's raw, it is what it is. And it all stuff has that movement I was talking about.
Normally that you do before you play a show, anything that y'all, habits or anything?
Yeah, of course, like.
That's where you get pumped up?
Yeah, it's just like, I try to treat our touring group as like a family, and our techs and our sound guy are just so way. I mean, we have days off, we'll have family dinner, everyone goes out, so it's just a way to kind of be all on the same page.
So, what's a good part about being on Warped Tour and a bad part about being on Warped Tour?
Bad is really hot, you're outside a lot, and you're kind of searching. Saying John Harris, you feel like an animal sometimes. You're like just like scrounging to get your food, like the line's all crazy, and you're just trying. And then when you're eating, you're like stuffed in some corner, and you're just like sustenance, and you're searching for a bathroom, and
like a shower.
So it's kind of survival mode a lot of the time. Good thing is, you know, there's maybe a lot of bands around that like you haven't seen in a while, like hang out with. Definitely some friends from through the years. We were hanging out last night, so on the bus was great. Buddy John Harris, who's our sound guy, Jason Black, who's in Hot Water Music, plays in Centerville, and Keith, who is like their kind of stuff in Centerville.